Welcome again to Excel Advanced Microsoft Office Training Series. I am Afolayan A. Olayinka. This program is sponsored by Byte Consult, iStudyLive, and Microsoft Office. In this module, we will talk about working with lookups. This module is to introduce the lookup, the VLOOKUP, the HLOOKUP function. What is lookup function? In Excel 2010 and later version, there is a provision for lookup, the HVLOOKUP, the VLOOKUP, and the HLOOKUP. Okay, the VLOOKUP function will look into the leftmost column of a table for a value you specify. When it finds the value you specify, it will return a value that is located on the same row, a specified number of columns into the table. It is called VLOOKUP because it looks vertically down a column for a match and then retrieve the data from across the row. However, HLOOKUP is similar, but it looks horizontally across the upper row of the table and then retrieve data from down. How lookup function work is to look an example. Here we have a table of ticket price for flights to different countries. To simplify matter, the data range for the table has been given a name, price, okay, that we can use in function and formulas. Okay, so if we activate a cell F1 and enter VLOOK England, price, 2 into the formula bar cell F1, it will show us 550. Okay, the lookup function looks vertically. It will look until it finds a match with the string, text string England. The function then returns the value that is in the second column. The second column. Okay. You should notice that England, price, and 2 are the exact argument used in this function. Okay. So it will return the value here. Okay. So using VLOOK to find data, the argument for the lookup function are lookup, okay, the lookup table, that is the table name or range, then the number of the column in the table containing the relevant data. Then you can add true or false. For example, in the example shown above, the true or the false argument was left out. We didn't put it there. The relevance of the true or the false in the VLOOK function will be discussed shortly. Okay. For HLOOKUP is the same as VLOOKUP, except that it looks across row for a match rather than column. To use HLOOKUP, the lookup table will be arranged in this way, so that if you want to look for the H, it will choose the column and look down a column. Choose a row. This is the row. Then you will look down the column of a particular row. Okay. Using VLOOKUP to find the data. Since Excel is designed with more cells in the vertical, direction than in the horizontal direction. And because vertical table design is more intuitive for most of people, VLOOKUP is generally used more than HLOOKUP. To use the VLOOKUP function correctly, you need to have your spreadsheet data laid out properly in a table with at least 2 columns. The first column is the table, the first column in the table will contain the key identifier that the VLOOKUP function will look through for a match. In the example just shown, the keys, that is your identifier, are the names of the countries. The first column can be referred to as lookup column. The other column in the table will contain the data that is associated with the column of the identifier. The table can be several columns wide, and you can specify which column VLOOKUP will return data from by putting a number corresponding to the given column in the function. In the previous example, we wanted VLOOKUP to return the ticket price, so we used the number 2 for second column as in the argument in the function. If the table has 10 columns and you want it to return the 9th column, you will use 9 as your argument. Okay, so you do not have to use text value like the country name used here in your lookup column. If it is more appropriate, you can use number or date. If you want some help when you are using view column, use the insert function dialog by clicking the FX button next to the formula bar. Okay, so you will find the VLOOKUP function in the lookup and relevance category. If you click on OK button in the insert function dialog, you will see the helpful function argument box. So here you can enter the function argument in the field provided by following the instruction and description that correspond to the given field. Okay, so as mentioned briefly before, the VLOOKUP function can take a final argument of either true or false. If you specify the final argument as false, VLOOKUP will search for an entire match in the lookup column, the column of identifier. If it cannot find an exact match, no data will be returned. Okay, but in the following example, the VLOOKUP function JPN price to false as the entered in the cell D1, as we have entered into this cell D1. Okay, as we enter in the cell D1, this means that VLOOKUP will cite the first column of the table for an exact match of JPN, and if it is not, if it is found, it will return corresponding value in column 2, in this column 2. Okay, because there is no country that is exactly JPN, no value will be returned to cell D1. Okay, since Excel is designed with more cells in the vertical direction than in the horizontal direction, and because vertical table design is more intuitive for most people, VLOOKUP is generally used more than the HLOOKUP. To use the VLOOKUP function correctly, you need to have a spreadsheet data laid out properly in a table and at least 2 columns. The first column is the table will contain the keys, identifier that the VLOOKUP function will look through for a match. In the example just shown, the key or identifier are the names of the countries. The first column can be referred to as the lookup column. The other column in the table will contain data that is associated with the column of identifier. Your table can be several columns wide, and you can specify which column VLOOKUP will return the data for putting a number corresponding to the given column in the function. In the previous example, we wanted VLOOKUP to return the ticket price, so we use number 2 for the second column as an argument in the function. If your table has 10 columns and you want to return the data from the 9th column, you will use 9 as your argument. Okay? So you do not have to use text value like the country name and use as we use here in your lookup column. If it is more appropriate, you can use number or date. If you want some help when you are using VColumn, use the insert function dialog by clicking the FX button next to the formula bar. Okay, so you will find the VLOOKUP function in the lookup and reference category. If you click on the OK button in the insert function dialog, you will see the function argument box. So here you can enter the function argument in the field provided following the instruction and the description that they correspond to the given field. Okay, so how to find an exact match with VLOOKUP. As mentioned briefly before, the VLOOKUP function can take a final argument of either true or false. So if you specify the final argument as false, the VLOOKUP will search for an exact match in the lookup column or the column of identifier. If it cannot find an exact match, no data will be returned. Okay, so but if the following in the following example, the VLOOKUP function, that is this example where we have VLOOKUP JPN, price, 2, false, has been entered into D1. We enter into this D1. Okay, this means that the VLOOKUP will search the first column of the table for an exact match of JPN, and if it is found, it will return the corresponding value in the column 2. Okay, because there is no exact country that is called JPN, no value will be returned for D1. Okay, so how can you find an exact match with VLOOKUP column again? If you change the function so that the first argument is Japan, okay, an exact match will be found and the value 925 will be returned to D1. If there are 2 or more exact matches, the first matching value found in the column of the identifier will be returned. Okay, so the VLOOKUP function exact match is not case sensitive. So even if you want to write Japan, you write JAPAN is considered as an exact match for Japan. Okay, you can also use wildcard character so that you can have like JA?AN or even J**. It will search Japan as well. Okay, so now in the final argument, if the VLOOKUP function is true, the VLOOKUP will search the column of identifier for the closest match to the search value you enter at the first function argument. For example, if you enter a search value and you enter true as your final argument, a value associated with the first exact match of your search value will be returned. Okay, if one is found. However, if no exact match is found, a value corresponding to what Excel deems to be closest match will be returned. That's if you had true to it. Okay, so following this example, if you enter JPN as your search value for the table of ticket price, the value associated with the country Japan 925 will be returned as Japan in the closest match to JPN that is found in the lookup column. Okay, so if you omit the final argument in your lookup function, it will default to true, and the search for the closest value, if it cannot be found as an exact match, will still produce the same thing. Okay, so if you are using the true argument, the value in the lookup columns should be sorted in ascending order. Otherwise, you may get unexpected results if you are using a text value in your lookup column. Avoid using leading or trailing space, as this also may produce unexpected results. However, if you use false for an exact match as the final argument in your function, the lookup column does not have to be sorted. Okay, now let's try to look at what we are saying. Like I have England, and I have, okay, I have Nigeria, and I have, okay, and I have Swaziland, okay, and I have, okay, and I have what else? Okay, I have okay, Zimbabwe, okay, and I have, okay, so to do the lookup, remember that there must be, I must put in the range, and my range must be defined. So I must define this name as what? My price. Okay. Okay. So I choose okay. So anytime I choose it, that is my price. Okay. If I come here and I come to formulas and I come to insert function, it brings out this dialog box. Then I'm looking for VLOOKUP. Okay. It's not here, but if I tap it here, okay, search for this function, VLOOKUP. This is VLOOKUP. Okay. So when I click OK, then what am I looking for? I'm looking for England. England. Okay. And in what table array? I'm looking from price array. Okay. And which column? I'm looking for it at column 2. Okay. Here I choose true because I want it to tell me even if it is near to it, and I click OK. You see, for my F1 I get 3455. Okay. Once again, for the avoidance of doubt, okay, I'm looking for, assuming I choose then I didn't finish it up, and I choose price, and I choose column 2. Okay, but I put false here, false. Okay, then let's see, it will not return anything because I'm saying it must look for exact word England. Anything apart from England, it should not tell me anything near, just tell me the exact. That is why there was nothing here. If I want to make it, I can put my asterisk here and press enter, then it gives me. Okay, here I put Nigeria. Okay, I press enter, then give me the value for Nigeria here. Okay, so that is VLOOKUP and module 3, advanced list management. Don't forget to check for updates at istudylife.com. Subscribe and like our channel. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.